afternoon, family and friends. Before we start our service this afternoon, I'd like to remind you to turn off your phones or place them on silent. Thank you. Welcome. My name is Jacqueline Daniels, and I'm honoured to be here celebrating with you the life of Mary Walsh. Together with Susie Lombardi and the team at Remembrance Ladies, we offer our sincere condolences at this sad time. On behalf of beloved husband, Jim, cherished children, Mark, Jerry, Sean and Fiona, and all the extended family, we thank you for being here to stand with them, to honour and acknowledge the blessing that Mary's presence was in our lives. Please be seated. Mary demonstrated a deep faith throughout her life. Our faith is the language of the heart. Mary displayed a confidence in what she hoped for and an assurance of what she did not see. Her faith was courageous, like strength, which came directly from her faith in God. It permitted her to know that God was guiding her. I'm now going to invite the family to dress the coffin. Mark brings forward the white pall to place on the coffin. This symbolises the white clothes worn during baptism and the joyful triumph over death brought about by the resurrection of our Lord. Jerry places Mary's Bible and prayer book, a source of inspiration. Sean brings forward Mary's rosary beads. Mary had a close relationship with the Virgin Mary and used her beads for prayer and meditation. Mary was an extraordinary minister of Holy Communion and volunteered her time to minister to the elderly in care, so they could receive the sacrament of Holy Communion. Fiona brings forward the cross and pigs. Jim will now light a candle for Mary. May her light continue to radiate her love and guide her on the next journey toward our loving Father. Today, we have come together to remember Mary and celebrate a life fully lived. You all have one thing in common. Your lives have been touched by Mary. She meant something to you and had an impact in your life in some way. In this sea of colour today at the chapel, it is clear that Mary was deeply loved, not only by her family, but the vast array of friends and companions she endeared on her life journey. When learning about Mary and sharing memories with her family, it was abundantly clear Mary was the centre of their world, the magnet that pulled them all together. Her generous smile, optimistic, vibrant and joyful personality, strength and care, and zest for life were gifts she shared amply with all that she encountered. Mary traversed through this lifetime with equal measures of light and shade. Mary, being one of 9 children born in Ireland, weathered the ups and downs of life pre- and post-war. The seeds of hope, courage, resilience and strength were sown early in the 1940s. Mary was naturally drawn to the vibrational frequency of love. Mary loved deeply, no more than Jim, her husband for 60 years, her 4 children and 8 grandchildren. They all spoke passionately about how Mary made them feel. She nourished the important gifts that created a family buoyed by love and connection. Mary was present. She shared fun and laughter, showed the importance of self-love and care, friendship, support and loyalty. She did this without any effort. It came naturally and from her generous spirit. She had a radiating effect. She brought the sun in the middle of the rain. Mary had an inner stamina and sparkle that was impressive to witness. She worked hard to provide the best for her family and carved out a life that aligned with her aspirations, goals and values. Mary was the epitome of the term verve of life. She encoded her karmic blueprint, her own secret lexicon, and lived and squeezed everything she had from her life on this earth. Her energy and positive outlook deeply resonated with all that knew her. She was inspirational. Shelley Crane said, "A diamond doesn't know how much it's worth. It's just beautiful because it exists." It's befitting that we compare Mary to diamonds because the parallels are just so obvious. Mary was multifaceted, each facet reflecting a distinctive light into the world. She shone with a magnificent brilliance and lit up from the inside. She was a rare, beautiful soul. It's not often that you meet people that make you feel like home, the one that takes care of your soul, listens, and makes you feel like you can be completely yourself around them. The one that lights you up from the inside and encourages you to laugh, wander, explore, and make you feel happy to be alive. Mary was one of those people. You found peace, love and joy when you were in her company, and the world was simply a better place. I now will read a reading according to Matthew, chapter 25, verses 23 and 34. For we who depart this world knowing our eternity is secure through the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ, there is no weeping or sorrow. Still, as we attend the funeral of a believer, though it may be a celebration of a life well lived, we will mourn and miss our loved one until we are once again reunited with them in heaven. Please be comforted by these Bible verses and share them with those that might need encouragement in their time of bereavement. We honour Mary and her family by recalling the defining qualities and highlights of a life well lived. We capture the essence of who she was through sharing stories and anecdotes by those that knew her best. We welcome Mark to share Mary's life story.
I've got a 4-page eulogy to read out. Yet 4 million pages wouldn't cover her first day. And I'm deeply honoured that I had this chance to read it out. And from the families, I'd like to thank you all for coming as well. Eulogy for Mary Walsh. Mary was born in Tower, Ireland in 1940 to John and Kate McSweeney. She was the second youngest of 9 children. Mary attended her local school until the age of 14, followed by 2 years at Newmarket Convent. Maybe it was here that she was instilled with her love of the Blessed Virgin Mary. At 16, limited job opportunities forced her parents to make a very tough decision. Mum's bags were packed and she was sent to England to live with her eldest sister, Eileen. Mum's very broad Cork accent required refining, and after completing elocution lessons, Mary succeeded in securing a job in a Birmingham office which she loved. As a young woman, Mum enjoyed socialising with her contemporaries. She loved to dance, and it was here that she met Dad, Jim. Through their mutual church. Dad was a bit of a lad who liked a pint or 2 or 3 or 4. Mary, being a switched-on, devout Catholic girl, feigned interest towards Jim, encouraged him to clean up his act, if she was even to consider him as a beau. Mary was